Hello and welcome to all my new subscribers. So many people subscribed after my last video. Thank you. I'm really glad you're here. Please leave a comment, say hi, and tell me a little bit about yourself. I'd love to get to know you. In this video, I'm starting a new journal that I've decided to call my doodle journal. Two of my favorite hobbies are doodling and writing lists. Writing lists as a hobby might seem weird, but I'm sure many of you can relate. So I decided to combine these two things and dedicate a notebook to them. I'm using an A5 size Archer and Olive notebook. I'll be using this notebook for a kind of visual journaling. Mainly, I'll be writing and illustrating lists. To start the journal, I'm making a title page. I wanted it to be simple and cheery, so I chose an orange and a pink marker. I'm writing out the title in cursive and just adding a few basic doodles around it to set the mood. I'm using a Faber Castell fineliner and Crayola Supertips markers. The first list I am making is a list of ideas for self-care in the winter. Every year when summer is over, I get depressed. I really miss the warmth and sunshine. After a while, I get used to it and adjust to the winter weather, but my energy levels do stay lower than in the summer, and I usually feel a bit more vulnerable. So it helps if I pay extra attention to making sure I feel happy and relaxed this time of year. Basically, everything on this list is some form of warmth or nurturance, either physically or emotionally. The first thing I added to this list is to get as much sunshine as you can. The days are so short, even if the sun does come out a little bit, I always feel like it's gone too soon. So whenever the weather is nice, I try to go out for a walk or something. I also notice that I miss having a larger variety of fresh fruit and vegetables to eat, so I try to eat more of whatever is available this time of year. I've only really started paying attention to my health in the past few years, and now I really notice that if I'm not taking proper care of myself physically, then I fall apart more easily emotionally too. I don't think your physical and emotional well-being can really be viewed separately. They both have an effect on each other. So doing something good for your body feeds your soul too, and it's true the other way around as well. I think making lists like this is very useful, even if you don't do the things you've listed. Just by writing or drawing them, you're making yourself more conscious of them, and there's a greater chance that you'll remember to do them sometime later. And even just the act of spending time to imagine it and put it on paper is helpful too. If you imagine taking a bath, for example, and that brings up good feelings in you, those feelings are real and will influence you even though you didn't actually take a bath. Imagination is a really powerful tool, and it can be very healing. Daydreaming is a very useful way to spend your time, in my opinion. If you never let your mind wander, how will you find out where it really wants to go? What it is that really excites you, that you really want? I always hear people say that cooking is an art but baking is a science, that you have to follow the recipe exactly or it won't turn out well. But I hardly ever follow recipes exactly even when I'm baking, and they turn out okay. I mean, if it's sweet, it's hard to really ruin it. Plus, I enjoy the process itself, and I like improvising in the kitchen. I especially enjoy baking when it's colder outside. I chose bright but muted colors for this page, so it's colorful and warm, but also soothing and not too harsh. I alternated between coloring in the doodles completely and just doing an outline, so the page looks less busy. At the end, I'm filling in the empty spaces with some hearts, so the page looks more balanced. On the next page, I'm making a list of some of my favorite scents. I went with darker, more gray-toned colors for this page, because I needed 5 different colors to color in all the doodles, and I didn't want it to be too overwhelming. I kept the doodles pretty simple. I want this journal to be something that is fun and refreshing. I don't want to feel like I have to make it too artistic. For a very long time, I put a lot of pressure on myself when it came to drawing. I felt like as an adult, I should be making serious adult artwork that shows off my technique and is deep and meaningful. But a couple of years ago, I changed my attitude. Now I just draw for fun. I create things that make me happy, and it's so much better this way. I'm still struggling with not having enough natural light to record videos, and the focus keeps changing here too. I'm still learning how to make better videos, but I really enjoy doing it, even though I still have a lot to learn. I remember eating chocolate oranges when I was little. You know, the kind that is actually shaped like an orange and you have to smash it against the table and it falls apart into orange slice-shaped pieces. I couldn't find them for a while. Then not long ago I found a store where they had them, but I've gone vegan since then, and sadly the chocolate oranges are not vegan. I just love the smell of basil pesto. Whenever I open a jar of it, I spend like a minute just smelling it before I start eating. The smell of a candle that's just been blown out always reminds me of birthdays. By the way, did you know that after you blow out a candle, if you hold a flame to the smoke coming out of the wick, then the flame will travel back along the smoke and relight the candle? It's really cool, you should try it if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to know what your favorite scents and winter self-care activities are. And let me know if you'd like to see more of my doodle journal. I have lots of ideas for pages to make in this journal, mostly self-reflection, self-care, and mindfulness type things. But I'll also be making lists that are just for fun, and maybe some diary entry-like pages where I'll draw things I did that day, what I wore, what I ate, things like that. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day.